Good morning everyone, and this is Tregan Gaming here, and this is a part 2 video of my fortress defense. Now I already made this video, but if you have noticed in my last video, it was actually very hard to hear because the in-game volume is very high and my voice cannot be heard that much. And sorry by the way guys, this is a late upload because I got sick. If you can hear in my voice, it is very hoarse. I have a flu. But anyways, now I will show you my terrain. Now, this is 4 days later or 5 days later I posted that fortress defense. And I will show you my scrolls. I have 3,900 scrolls. And I will show you also my updated defense log. As you can see, I have pretty much all wins. I have one loss, and if you can see my loss, he only has 1 star, but overall I have 95% win rate. So far my defense is pretty solid. I am very happy with my defense, and I will probably change this just for having fun and using my imagination to do different kinds of defense. But if I have to choose one defense which is good for going up the ranks, then this is the defense which you will want to use. I hope you guys don't get flu with me here because this is a flu and influenza in my place currently, and it's pretty much everywhere. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, I will show you my fortress defense, which I promised you on the part 1 of the video. We will start off with the naming. This is a tile. We will call this a tile, 1 tile, 2 tiles, and I call this the final 4, just to make it easier for you guys to understand. Now I am using a terrain 19, terrain set 19, which you can buy in the terrain icon. Why I am using 19? Because I have explained in my video using Sasori that he is best used with a split tile terrain. This is what a split tile terrain looks like, which there is a stone in between which halves the tile, and this is basically how it looks like. They will enter here, and what they will do, if the main character enters here, then my Sasori gets spawned. Therefore his sub ninjas will get caught in either the bear trap or the seals. Therefore he will get trapped, and the barrier will make sure that my Sasori will stay in place. Of course, there is a hole here, as you can see, but that doesn't matter much because his sub ninjas will automatically run in a straight line going to my Sasori. Therefore, they will eat my bear trap and my ceiling scroll. Sorry guys, my sickness is it's terrible. But anyways, if they don't die in my first tile, for sure they will have at least 60% HP left because of his poison. Now, is it obligatory to use Sasori? For me, it is 80% obligatory because of his poison skill. But if you don't have Sasori, you can use different ninjas as well. Just like, for example, Gaara, or let's say, who else has a good skill set? Orochimaru, for example, with poison. And I think you can experiment with this kind of setup. I'm not sure if any ninja can be used, but I suggest you'll be using a half attack, half defense ninja, just like Sasori, Kakashi, and so on, and not pure tank or pure attack ninjas. Pure attack ninjas just like Sasuke, or pure tank ninjas just like Hinata, for example. While Gaara is an exception, of course, because of his defense and his very good ultimate jutsu. But if you have a Sasori, especially a very good poison, very rare skill of his, then I suggest you use Sasori. Next up, the tile. There are 2 options which they can use. One is they will go to the right side, which is blocked practically, and one is to go to the left side. Obviously, you have to go to the left side to win in my terrain, but most of them will go through the right side just to see if I have any summons so that they can heal up. Now, if they have a Tsunade plus Sakura combo, that's almost 5,000 HP heal. Therefore, I suggest you leave this area empty, or if not, you can put some bear traps in it. But in my case, I use it empty because when they enter here, they just waste time and they have to go back. But at least I can guarantee that they will not heal up. Now on my left side, I am using paper bombs. I suggest you don't use anything which makes them pop up their heals. For example, any ninjas summoned, any practically any summon or animated ninjas, or those wolves, tortoise, and stuff, which will pop out the heal. Even the buff pot or even the barrier will pop out heals, so I really suggest you don't use any. If there is anything you can use, I suggest you will be using bear traps and paper bombs because they will not pop out any skills from the enemies. Now, there are two ways where you can put your paper bombs. One is the most common one, or the most overrated one, is in the middle here because of the narrow area. But I'm pretty sure all of the attacking ninjas, especially in the high rank, already anticipate that you have your paper bombs in the middle here. Therefore, I can suggest to you guys that you will put it here where there is a curve, and or if not, another unexpected area where you can put it, actually here in the ending part of the tile. In my case, I am putting it in the curve because it has a bigger chance of hitting most of the paper bombs. And I am only putting a bear trap with capacity 1, just enough to trap the first ninja that will pass. Next up, I have pretty much the same setup, but with tornado with capacity 3. Now, the tornado capacity 3, in this style, by the way, which there is an island in the middle, it is very hard to defend because it is either you spread out your defense or you choose only one side and risk it all if they will pass that area or if they will pass the different area. Now, in my case, I chose to spread it out with two tornado trap capacity 3. One is in the corner of the entrance and is also in the other part of the entrance, because the attacking enemy will usually go to the edge of here or the edge of here to go around. They rarely go in the middle. And also, I just put randomly any paper bombs here. You can use also tornado traps as well, but I think in my case, I have run out of tornado traps with capacity 3. Therefore, I put bear traps and paper bombs, just enough for damaging a little bit if there is any ninjas that will pass through. Now, in the fourth tile, I am using again paper bombs and bear traps. Now, I am putting them here even though it's very obvious because there is only 2 tile area which they can pass through. If you put it here, then they can go to the edge. If you put it in the edge, they can go to the different side. Therefore, it's very risky, and you can have a big chance of missing them on stepping in our paper bombs. But if you put it here, especially with bear traps in the middle, then you can guarantee almost that at least half of these paper bombs will hit. Now, I can guarantee you guys that if the attacking ninja is a non-teleporting ninja, usually they will already die when they pass through here. Unless they can kill Sasori in one go, which I doubt. But most of the time, in my defense, once they reach in the center tile, they usually die. Next up is the area where I put Tsunade. In this area, I just randomly put tornado traps. You can experiment on this area. If you have a good defense for a open tile area, then you can do so. This is pretty much freestyle. In my personal taste, I am using a combination of tornado traps plus bear traps. I am using Tsunade here because she's hard to kill, and if she pops out her ultimate jutsu, then they will be wasting at least 20 seconds more time in this style compared to using any random ninja. There are different ninjas that are good to use in an open tile, but sadly I don't have that many good ninjas. My 8 main ninjas are as follows, and it is very limited because in the other ninjas, just like Gaara for example, I don't have his ultimate jutsu, therefore he is not worth using. But in this type of tile, it still works pretty well for me. Therefore, I am keeping this as is, or I can move a little bit the traps just like that. As I have said, it is pretty much freestyle, so there is no fixed way on how to do things here. Just like that, for example. This is just an example, by the way. And it works well for me. Hopefully, it works well for you also. But as I've said, you can just experiment, especially this open tile. Next up is another open tile. As I've said, it is another freestyle. If you have a good way on how to make a defense in an open tile, you can do so. Or you can also put many different kinds of uh, traps here if you have any available. But in my case, I have here Kakashi with 2 healing summons. Now, I might change these summons actually because so far in my terrain, I haven't seen them heal up my Kakashi. Therefore, I can actually do it now. Inventory. And I think I will be putting the long range ones. Just like that. I have 6 more. I will actually hide this one and I will put another 7 capacity here or here, just so that it will take more time for them to kill my team. But as I have said, it is pretty much freestyle, so do what you want, experiment and stuff. Next up is the tile before my my final 4. Now in this tile, I have set up a tornado trap defense kind of style, because with this kind of tornado trap defense, aside from it wastes time, if there is a chance, it will throw out the remaining ninja in my last ninja, which is located here, but I'll explain that later. For here, right now, I have Tornado Trap 3 in the entrance, which is most probably the area where they will pass through. If they will use teleport, they will get blocked with the barrier 1 capacity and another Tornado Trap. The same also here, another barrier plus Tornado Trap. Barrier is important for teleporting ninjas so that they will get stuck, plus they will activate the Tornado Trap. If they will fly in a different area, kill my Itachi, when they enter, they will again pass in the edge. So therefore, another Tornado Trap. And lastly, another 2 Tornado Traps here just to mess up their game. Now, in the final room, there are 3 ways to enter here. Through running from this area, through the Tornado Traps from this area, or another Tornado Traps from this area. Now, in this kind of setup, I have actually put a Mirage Aroma, because if the enemy ninjas, sub ninjas will enter here, then they will run going to the Mirage Aroma, and what will face them is bear traps plus silent scrolls, bear traps and silent scrolls, plus my Itachi in the middle. Now this kind of setup works really well against sub ninjas because it's a sure kill. I can guarantee you it's a sure kill. But even if it's attacking ninjas, most of the time they have low HP, therefore they will usually die when they come here as well. Or if they decide not to enter here and go straight to my final 4, then at most they will get only 2 stars. So at least, even if you lose, you will save at least 4 scrolls. Next up is the final 4. Next up is the final 4. As you can see, I am using a full defense ninja, full defense ability ninja such as Hinata, Zabuza, and Sakura, plus 1 long range ninja which is Temari. If I have a Sarada, a good Sarada with a complete kit, I would put her here. Maybe remove Zabuza or Sakura, but sadly I don't have Sarada. Not the Sarada Genin, by the way. I am talking the very first Sarada, which doesn't have an ultimate jutsu. And her very rare skill is a very good knockback skill when they enter. Therefore, I suggest that you use that. And that's pretty much it. I will show you now my defense on how it worked. I have a video before of my defense and how I won my defense, but this is the updated one just to show you that it isn't only through luck. Maybe if you see only one day of luck where I have so many wins and maybe I lose in the next days, but in this case, in this video, which is 4 days after my first video, you can see my win rate here, which is pretty much solid. Now let's check non-teleporting ninjas such as Deidara. I have told you before that Deidara, that the terrain is a very solid terrain, especially against non-teleporting ninjas. Therefore, I will show it here. As you can see, my Sasori didn't pop his ultimate jutsu, but the HP of the attacking team is less than half. Now I can let you imagine what will happen if he will pass in my paper bombs, just like this. He is as good as dead. Trust me, he is as good as dead. Now we will check with teleporting ninjas this time. Or wait, I will show you what if they will kill my Sasori in the first tile without doing pretty much anything. God, I'm so sick. As you can see here, he actually killed my Sasori without much damage, but he will still lose. He is smart. He is using his fast running to evade my paper bombs, but it's worthless. Guy, by the way, is a very strong lead. I would suggest you use him as well, if you have him, of course. Now, I will show you the importance of defense ninjas plus Temari. Defense ninjas are very hard to kill, especially in the final 4, even if they pop out their ultimate jutsu. Especially Hinata. That is another win. And last video, I will show you maybe an Itachi, a teleport user. So let's see how it works. Let's pick one Itachi. Let's pick this one. He is a Chonin rank, the highest rank there is in Naruto x Boruto. Let's see how he failed. Very strong attacking team, Shikamaru, Sasuke, and Tsunade. Let's see how he failed. Sasori is a very strong ninja, as you can see. Killed all his